again. Welcome back. Oops. I gotta put the mic on here first. Welcome back to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. Another daily, another day. Maggie run, okay. Alrighty. Oh, what day is it today? Okay. What is this? Like National Obesity Day? Let me look this up. Okay, can I? Okay, I'm having issues here. My internet. Maybe because I'm installing something and I'm on a VPN. Maybe. Can we try to like... There we go. Alright. National Day today. What is today? National Girls Night. I don't know if that's going to be. National Ice Cream Cone Day. Leg Wear Day. White Chocolate Day. Autumn Equinox. Is it today? Vegetarians. Elephant Appreciation Day. American Businesswomen's Day. National Online Recovery Day. Online Recovery Day, what? Rhino Day. Narcolepsy Day. Okay. I don't know. A lot of those kind of fit those things. Maybe it's like National Elephant Day. I don't know if I want that. But we're going to Satan though. Holy God. Anyways, yeah, today is Wednesday, the 22nd. Is today really the start of fall? I thought it was the start of fall yesterday. Okay. Wow, fall equinox. Happy fall equinox. It started cooling down yesterday. It was in the 60s. Because I had to go to my dental appointment yesterday. I walked there. It was like in the lower 60s. I'm like, what? Really? There's a big old thick chest there too. I don't really have too many issues with like the weather or anything like that. In fact, fall is like my favorite season. Really, because like it's cool out. I really dig like, you know, there's like different stuff to do during the fall as well, and it's like, oh, I don't know about soy milk. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let's just get wonky with here. Why not? Yeah, like, you know, you got Oktoberfest, you got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, if you're from the U.S. I don't know if, like, that also implies, well, no. Thanksgiving would be technically just the U.S. thing. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could technically have Thanksgiving, like... Oh, man, I got some pain in my toes, like... I think it's something I did to it, and it just occasionally just kind of vibrates in pain or something. It's weird. Anyways, yeah, you got Thanksgiving, you got all this other stuff, and then when you get closer to the winter, then it's like... Yeah, you got like Christmas and stuff like that. And then New Year's and whatever. But yeah, I do like the fall because, like, you know, not only the weather, but it's also like you got the leaves turning and stuff, which is really cool looking. Kind of like this orange, red, yellowish kind of color to it. Come on, help us here. Well, it decreased our tears rate. It didn't do anything with our damage, unfortunately. But it did give us a speed increase, so we'll take that. So yeah. I don't mind a little fall weather. What I do mind is, oh yeah, we've got, that's right, we got the Thunder Thigh stuff. In fact, destroying his rocks is going to give us opportunities to create more spiders. But yeah, can't wait for going to Oktoberfest. At least I can try to make it. Hopefully there's nothing to like prevents me from going, like any COVID restrictions again, because we didn't have it last year. Actually, there was one last year, but it's extremely restricted, and I kind of just decided not to like just go. That's just, you know, not fun when it's like, you know, everything's locked down. It's very limited to what you can do. So I skipped it last year. Hey, it's open this year, so unrestricted. Yay! It's also pumpkin spice season too, especially like Starbucks and stuff, and other places are selling their own pumpkin spice-ish, you know, stuff. Pumpkin spice candy, and you got like coffee that puts like pumpkin spice flavoring in there. I don't know if I ever had pumpkin spice coffee, like putting actual like pumpkin spice flavoring in coffee. I've had like other stuff added to coffee years ago, but like not really pumpkin spice. Alright, well that gives us range. Shot speed is actually pretty good, pretty nice for us, and we got our tiers up too. So I don't know, maybe this run's going to work out pretty well, and we're slowly kind of building some things up here. Soy milk, I feel like was something we definitely kind of needed. Their tears rate was kind of sucky. Damage was kind of sucky. Of course, our damage is kind of bad now because of soy milk, but we can work with this, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I just suffer with it. Definitely taking this to protect our deal with the devil chance. We're gonna need that. Of course, you know, fall weather kind of reminds me of like, not only like pumpkin spice and all this other stuff I've talked about, but it's also like, candy, Halloween candy. Like, yay, candy. More for me, haha. Which I don't really typically buy Halloween candy before or on Halloween. I always get it like after Halloween is like over. So I just grab everything. I get a very good discount. So I don't really give candy to trick-or-treaters anymore. It's just, no, I'm not selfish or anything. It's just, kids don't really come around this neighborhood anyway, so. Yeah, because they don't have an incentive to come around here and trick-or-treat. Maybe I should like buy some Halloween candy, just kind of set up a little display out front. If I can do that. I think I can. I don't know how some people feel about COVID and stuff, but whatever. Oh, I thought that like crashed the game or something. That stutter. I don't know about that stuff though. Come on. Ooh, okay. soy milk and brimstone. That's not bad. Okay. This other stuff is just whatever. Okay. Now things are getting interesting here. Now we need to get some damage. Now unfortunately Libra doesn't work anymore. This kind of setup. But now we got piercing. This is gonna be weird. I suppose if we didn't take soy milk, like things would be probably looking up to us better. Yeah, the last time I gave candy to trick-or-treaters was like a few years ago. Like 5 years ago at least. Well, no, it's been more than 5 years. It's been like 6 years. Quite a long time. 2015, yeah. We're just gonna pop this stuff and just see if we can get some goodies. I know COVID's kind of put things in a damper with Halloween and stuff. Like people were finding like inventive ways to see about like giving candy to kids, like these like long tube things they would have from their porch. They would go down to like wherever to give candy to kids. It's kind of a cool concept. So you kind of avoid close contact with the kids. Of course, you're still kind of like, you know, dealing with, you know, your hands are touching the candy and stuff too. Of course, that's assuming that like they are cleaning their hands and sanitizing it before they give the candy away. I mean, with all purposes here, I honestly think that they would clean their hands and sanitize it if they put in so much effort to make these tubing things to send candy down to kids. It's counterproductive if you don't do that. Or I mean, you don't have to. I mean, like, I suppose. I'm thinking it's like, the problem is like, you probably have to deal with, you know, some parts of the country you might have to deal with like, you know, bad neighborhoods where someone can just destroy the tubing, and then it's like, no, you can't send candy to anybody else, any other kids. This is interesting here, by the way. I think we're taking Book of Belial with us. Damage. It's a risk, but we're gonna need it desperately. Burnt Penny's really good for us too. Oh, we're checking here. Oh, look at that. Maw of the Void? No. Now, if it was pre-repentance, absolutely. But they patched that up. I also haven't like went out to trick-or-treating since I was, let's see, 15. And then when I turned 16, I decided not to do it anymore because I feel like I was getting kind of old. So yeah, I was feeling kind of old even then. That. I mean, I don't really miss it too much. Like, I'm a grown adult. Like, it'd be kind of weird for me to go out trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treat! You're a little too old for trick-or-treating? Maybe. I know someone who, personally, she's a kid, and she goes to like these different trick-or-treating like venues It's like so it's kind of like a public space for these kids to kind of line up and stuff or whatever and get a bunch of candy. And well, nothing wrong with that, right? But like the thing was, she was doing it for this kid that was just barely a few months old, and then like she did it last year, which is a little over a year old, and well, let's just say they got all this candy together, and I guess they're keeping it somewhere, and it's supposed to be for her, the daughter, and I don't know if she could really eat candy or not. I mean, she can eat solid food and stuff, but like, I don't know about candy. I assume maybe it's fine, certain candies. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a physician or anything for children. But like what happened, of course the candy mostly disappeared, and it's actually my fault for once, I guess. I was offered to eat some candy, and they had a bunch of Halloween candy left over, like separate from her candy. I guess for some reason they didn't keep the candy separate from the main batch, like I guess they just merged it or did something, I don't know. Took it in the same box. And what happened was I ate most of the candy of hers, not just like their batch. So that was gone. But I think it's kind of bad as what it sounds with things like that. I think it was a good thing that I did that because children don't really need candy at that very young age, especially if they are able to have it eventually. Like, there's just way too much candy for her to like eat and consume. Like, it's not gonna be good for her. Now you probably would like think is like, oh God, you're taking kids' candy and eating it for yourself. You think like kids don't need candy and all that. Now I'm not really saying kids don't really need candy. I'm saying like for this child and her age and stuff like that, I don't think she needs it then. And chances are by the time she gets old enough to where she can have a lot of the candy and stuff like an adult, or not an adult, but someone that's a little bit older, several years older or something, or maybe not several years older. I don't know, like a few years older. Then I don't think the candy would be any good anymore, Now I'm not saying it's like, go out and eat your child's candy because like it's not good for them and you want to set an example. Well, I mean, for me, it's like I didn't purposely try to eat her candy. That's the thing. It just happened. A happy little mistake. See if we can find like a magic mush or something here. And this game's like just stuttering a lot. Alright, that's interesting. So we got a reroll room. Rerolls all items, pedestals. I mean, besides, she's got plenty of Halloweens. I honestly think by the time she's like 3 or 4, maybe even 4, like, she'd probably be ready to do her actual first Halloween. Where she'd be like conscious enough to like know what's going on instead of being a babbling baby. I mean, I remembered some things when I was like, 3, even a couple of things when I was younger than that. But like, that's it. Oh my goodness, look at that. I didn't think it'd be that crazy. So chances are she won't really remember the Halloweens. I mean, I haven't asked her. She can't really speak much, so I can't really say for certain if she remembers. Oh yeah, I was dressed up as this a few months after I was born. Da, da, da. I remembered everything. I'll be impressive though. There's people out there that do remember everything. Very rare, gifted, you know, set of people. Of course, I can't really make that determination for her right now. If that's the case, we're gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Candy, it's dandy. Oh my god, did it crash the game? Please. Oh my god. Wait for it to respawn, maybe. It crashed it, I think. I haven't had a daily that crashed on me since... Jeez, how long ago was that? What about on the Xbox? I was breaking the game or something? Alright, well this sucks. Like hardcore sucks. I don't know, maybe because I'm installing stuff in the background, but I didn't think that'd do much. Am I streaming though? Am I streaming while recording? Maybe that something's throwing it off here? Because I've done that. What's with all these Chrome tabs? Oh, maybe that's doing it? Let's see. No, I'm not streaming. Okay. We're going to go back in. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think because I have the Chrome thing. Because I was using Chrome, or not Chrome. It's on Google Chrome, but it's technically Chrome, I guess. I also installed something too, so that could be eating up the hardware, so to speak. Oh well. Well, we can go back in. We could do a reroll, like Isaac run thing. Hopefully it doesn't like jeopardize my Kane run. So as I keep the mods off, I should be safe. I'm gonna get back to the Kane eventually, but like, it's just so time consuming. Still trying to like nurse this coffee down. Got some new coffee yesterday, and it said on the packaging, "Do not refrigerate or freeze." And then I just kind of looked up online. Okay, well, why not? And actually, I didn't even look up why not. Maybe it dries the beans out or something. The only reason, and I guess this is the reason why, like, it goes bad faster or something like that. Which is weird. I would think it would do the opposite to preserve them. They did say the only time you can put it in the freezer, which is something I never heard of, putting coffee beans in the freezer or refrigerator, is if you got like a vacuum sealed jar, which I'm considering to get, just to put my coffee beans in there, keep it as fresh as possible. So in the meantime, I'm kind of keeping it outside the fridge. So that's something cool to, oops. Yep, something's definitely like causing to act up here. So it's probably like my end. I got like so much stuff running. Like I'm uploading a video right now. But I think it's also like I'm installing a program. Okay. World Car Free Day. I don't know what the heck that means. What is this holiday? Car Free Day. Oh, that's give up their vehicles for the day. I mean, I've been doing that for a few years. Do I miss like having a vehicle? Absolutely. Like, make things easier to some degree, but I've been so used to walking too at the same time, where it's like, yeah, as long as I'm not traveling out of town or something, I'm fine. Where's my Isaac thing? There it is. Yep, it's definitely like my Steam things doing something. Okay. Maybe? No, it would have to be Steam. Bethany Delirium, huh? No. Anointed Cane Ultragate. Ah, no. It's gonna be a long one. Ah, not that Eve, no. Can we make options changes here? See, I don't think it's my network. Can't click on the options. Wait, it's trying to load. Oh. It's probably Steam doing it. Steam's like... Come on now. Installing something on Steam and uploading to Vid at the same time. Well, let's pause this for a second then. Why is this not coming back up? Okay. Where'd it go? Okay, whatever. We're gonna just... We're gonna, like, do the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna say dark room. Yeah, it's definitely like something Steam. Maybe Steam related. Steam here is EC31V64F. Why is this like causing me? What the hell? Okay, now something's going on here. What is eating up my memory? Turn this thing off. My WordPad is using up 53,000 whatevers. Let's close that. I don't know, that's... The highest thing is like OBS. What the hell? No, that's not true. It's Isaac and then that. Okay. Maybe that fixed it. Feels smoother now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot smoother. Okay, so I had something running. Oh yeah, I had my VPN thing running. Like it was idling in the background, like it wasn't on. So I just probably a bunch of processes working at once. So let's see if I can just install this Steam program here. Okay. Now let's see. Isaac Roll pops up. It's not. I wonder if it's like down for service or maybe I'm like uploading a video. Causing issues. Okay, let's see. And my download rate's like extremely slow. I don't know if it's like VPN related or if it's like something else. All right, now it's starting to hang again, so it must be like Steam. I have to go in and turn off my VPN briefly just to upload some videos and then turn it back on. Okay, so it's starting to have a fit here, so it must be the programs. We'll pause that. Okay. It's probably just Steam. Installing something, it has to run a process in the background to install and stuff, so Oh my god. Do I want this? Let's get it. Oh my god. Could be my red web browser too doing it. Well, I gotta like use it to upload stuff. Can't be closing it out. Actually, you know, another thing that could be causing the issue here. Maybe. I have the OBS running behind, you know, an open window, so like it shows it when you you minimize it, minimize the Isaac game. And I think it's just like trying to process everything going on in this game and in the recording window behind it. So I kind of minimize the stuff behind the window. Oh, this is like real bad for us, by the way. Oh my god, especially like Ragman on the first floor with the Polygon. It's kind of nasty. Hey man, I thought you patched it out to where we're not gonna get wrecked, man. Let's try again here. CDR's PM 4AM 2J77, so it seems like it's working better now, so. Okay, now try installing the thing. Let's try it. If it stutters, we'll pause it. So far, so good. It's starting to do something now. Pink and Shears is pretty good, actually. We'll take that. Or we could just suck it up. But then it's like Pink and Shears, 4-room charge. Yep, it's starting to act up now again. So we'll pause that. Now if I had a high-end computer, I wouldn't have as many issues with that. Oh, let's just pop this. Oh my lord. Struggling. Go in there and take him down. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so like Candy, that's right. Yeah, it wasn't intentional to eat her candy. Like, if I would have known it was her candy, I probably left it alone. Like, there's no reason for me to eat somebody else's candy that I didn't really have permission to eat. I had permission to eat the other candy, but how would I know? Everything was lumped in the same box. It was good. Oops. I thought I had Flight. That's right. Best kind of candy, though? Somebody else's candy. Makes it all so much sweeter. Yep, so, it'll be candy, I mean, it's already candy season, like they've been putting Halloween candy up since August. By the time Halloween comes up, you're gonna see Christmas candy. And by the time it's getting close, by the time Christmas ends, you're gonna have, Valentine's Day candy, and once Valentine's Day ends, right when it ends, you're gonna have it restocked with Easter candy, and on and on and on. Candy galore. I'm not really big with like Easter candy. Not Easter candy. Oh, we call it. Might blank in here. I'm not very big with why am I just blank in here now? Valentine's Day candy, that's it. Yeah, it's not something I care for. There aren't like you know many varieties of delicious candies that come out seasonally for that. I mean, you kind of do, but it's like not that great. It's not as much as like Cadbury eggs, you know, for Easter, or it's like candy corn for Halloween, or it's like, you know, peppermint this or that, Christmas seasonal stuff. Okay. I was just thinking, like, I could have just bought the machine back there in the shop. Have 2 items in the shop, and then just suck them both up with the thing. Okay. So we might get the money for that. All right. Now we can. Okay. Haha. I knew this plan would work. We keep void, and we have, like, a double benefit of having it. Or triple benefit, whatever. We'll take this. We'll use it here. Okay. Actually, you know what? That's not going to work. Now I just realized, like, can't do it. Now, do I still want pink and shears? This. I said we take this. Try to grab this here. We might be able to get another battery. Maybe. Get that sucked up. That's if we can, like, an additional 3 cents here. Try this. We might be able to with the bombing the machine.
Shot speed down.
Like I care about shot speed. Yeah, so candy's upon us. We should have used our lover's card too before we re-rolled. Yeah, so 2 bombs was just enough to get this. Oh, it also I just realized. Just re-rolled the shot. That's right. So that also includes, like, stuff that isn't item pedestals, huh? That's interesting. Wow, shoot. I said we just take void still. What else? Like seasonally and stuff. I mean, I guess that's like pretty much it when it comes to like reasons why I kind of like the fall. I mean, there's not really much else, I guess. It's just the fall weather, man. Kind of trapped us in here, didn't you, you little ticks? Yeah, we need this. I know I was being hesitant at first. Maybe because I want to go to the curse room or something, but... I don't know. I prefer to have a charge if we're going to do something like that. I just want to keep my Devil Deal chance. Well, that's pretty cool. You give me this. No item pedestal, huh? What else? What else? What else? I don't know. I shaved today, I guess. I shave like every couple of days, but recently I didn't shave yesterday. It would have been my second day. And by the time today came around, it's like freaking itchy. Okay. I shouldn't have used it. Whatever. I think we got a shots, tears up from that, so that's not bad. Yeah, I was getting itchy and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta shave this off. I don't want to look like a mess. Yeah, it's a pain to shave, but you know, it's better than have it all grow out and not keep it like neatly trimmed and stuff, and spend a lot of time trimming it back here and there. All these whiskers. I don't really look great with the beard, anyways. It gets in the way. It gets dirty. Got more bacteria build up there and stuff. Like I just don't really want much to deal with it. All right, this is interesting here. Interesting little setup. Oh, look at that. Being so gracious to us. Look at that. A couple extra spirit hearts. Oh my goodness. Should not be taking these hits though. Yeah, so hopefully I go to Oktoberfest and check out some things. See what venues have came and left since COVID. Hopefully nothing disappeared. As a result of the, you know, the economic issues with COVID. That's like the first time in probably like forever that they didn't have like a real Oktoberfest. I probably won't be doing as much drinking this year though with that. Judas' shadow, alright. Okay, we go down the next floor. It's not a bad haul there. Yeah, so I don't really have a whole lot to say, I guess. I've been starting to notice that there's still kind of this somewhat small trend of people around my community wearing face masks when they're inside their vehicles by themselves. I don't really like understand like why that's the case. I don't know who you're trying to protect when you do that. They're not really Lyft drivers, because I don't understand like Lyft, Uber, and these other ones. They have to do that because of company policy stuff and whatever. That and probably the employees' protection. But I don't think these are Uber or Lyft drivers because there aren't that many in the community. So I really don't know. Unless they're like stealing someone's car and then you gotta put the mask on because you don't know if the person that originally owns the car is infected or not. Probably not, but I even see some people kind of walk around too with the mask on outside. I'm like, okay. I'm not sure who you're trying to protect here, but well, me, myself, and others. Oh, look at that. This item. I feel like these dailies kind of impact those items to showing up again with your regular runs. There's just no way where it'd just be like showing up there all of a sudden. Unless this is like a huge coincidence. But I think it's tied to the system because I've seen it happen so many times to where it's like, oh, look at that. Is this doctor's remote? Yeah, it is. I guess suck. Hermit card, huh? Hermit card. Yep, so, yeah, I just don't, like, really understand much of why you wear it outside and what benefit it is. Other than, like, maybe if you're with a group of people or something, I could see that, but I don't really see how it could be, like, beneficial if you just by yourself walking outside. If you're in close proximity with people, I can understand, but if you're not, like, why? I don't have those kind of answers, you know? Can't get to that anyways. You got like the kind of these cosplaying groups too that they're still kind of having restrictions and stuff. I think some places they might have some things lifted, but like I'm not really big into cosplay, like anime, you know, anime stuff. Or gaming conventions and, you know, things like that, but I know like one place had like a convention last year or something like that. Either last year, no, they canceled it last year, that's right. And they tried to bring it back this year, but they were charging people more for having a lot less opportunities for stuff like that. And a friend's friend, she decided to go to this convention despite being a lack of stuff going on there and them price gouging her for restrictive like practices and functions. Oh, I should have just like, whatever. Yes, as a backup, I guess. I should have like saved that for, you know, after I go to the Dark Judas mode. So yeah, let's see. Check our shop here too. I remember one theater in my town was like, oh, what is it? Oh, it doesn't give it to you if you leave. I had a weird feeling that was gonna happen. Yeah, let that be a lesson to you. Now, do we want golden teleporter? especially if we suck it up. It's gonna be a no, and I'm not gonna walk machine anymore. Got a nice tiers upgrade, even more. That's nice. Tiers, range, shot speed. That's cool. Now, if I was in that girl's shoes, like I would definitely would not have went through with that. Same thing too with the school stuff. Like I mean, I graduated before pre-COVID and stuff, of course, and walked the stage and everything. And now it's like can't even walk the stage. This is like the second year in a row you couldn't even do that. I asked you with the college, they don't allow you to even be there for your ceremony. You do it like on live stream. And then this year it's like, oh yeah, you gotta have people like come to wherever this location is for the graduation, but you can't be on stage, and you're gonna have to stand up when their name's called, sit back down, sit your sorry butt down. And then to mention, like, they had a whole bunch of these restrictions. And I've talked about before, I'm gonna go too much into it, but let's just say you're paying the same tuition rate for having a lot less functions. You're actually paying for all these functions in your tuition bill, but you can't even use those functions. And now they're raising the tuition this year. I mean, they lifted everything by now, but restrictions. Because laws were changed to force them to not pull that crap anymore. Forcing everybody to do things they don't want to do. And destroying functions. But like if I was in the position where I was going to school during COVID, I mean, I would obviously finish the semester that spring of last year, obviously. So that would have been a priority. And then, I mean, I would have seen that things would have been going downhill fast pretty quickly with Zoom stuff, and then everybody's got to do their thing at home or whatever. And I would just take, honestly, time off from school until this whole thing gets lifted and there's all these restrictions. Also Magic Mush, this is what I've been looking for in that Bailey. And I should have just like offed myself and then whatever. I'd probably do that with the Devil deal coming up. Yeah, I would have definitely taken time off from school. Yeah, it would have like cost me some time to like do anything, but the big difference is like so some like classes, like over 70% of the classes were all forced online, which is like huge for a university. And so like for my field that I was in, it would definitely have implications to where I had to do much of that functions at home, if not all of them. And I would have like restricted access with all sorts of like tools necessary to like, you know, do stuff creatively and articulately, like, you know, in an educational setting. And so doing it at home, it just sucks. If I want to do something like that at home, like, I just do it at home. Not, you know, pay a huge fee, the same cost of the classes, as, you know, same cost, well, it's the same cost for the tuition as it is if you're actually in person. It's freaking nuts. Oh, it's just popping here. Let's see. Probably wasn't like much useful doing that. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I would have stayed home. I know they had some protests too. I don't know how large the protests were, but like some of them was like, We need to force them all online, which is impossible. Because you got like science students and dental students and everything else, like, have to be in person to do all sorts of stuff. You can't like replicate like, you know, science and medical stuff online, you know, through Zoom. Certain things. It's definitely a suck. And we'll take it all here. We'll take it all. Whoops. Well, whatever. It's like thinking what happened. Did I pick up Golden Teleporter? We got a huge damage bonus too. Yeah, so anyways, it's like they kind of protested on that, ironically, because they could, well, I say ironically because they were concerned about. Yeah, we'll suck this up. Because they were grouped together, and they were concerned about like having these classes because of they'd be affecting their health, but they're all grouped together. So like in this protest, so it's just kind of the irony there. And then also had a chalk protest of the tuition stuff. And I already said my thoughts about that, which is basically useless to be doing chalk or any kind of protest against a school if you're still enrolled into it. And you gotta have large numbers before you can actually make a change. And I've talked about that before. So for me, it's like I would definitely have left school. Yeah, tuition's gonna go up no matter what. It's never gonna go down. That's the reality of things. And just kind of wait it out. I don't know. Maybe I could just like do different projects, I guess, while I wait it out. Just personal projects for fun or whatever. Brush up on some skills, and then when it's time to come back, I come back. When things are like lifted and I can access the full potential of the campus resources instead of like doing everything at home with limited stuff and paying the same tuition. I talked to someone that did that too. They're like, all right, I'm going to like take some time off and yeah, which is good. Anyways, I kind of trailed off a little bit with school and stuff and COVID. How so much has happened. But I'm not in that position anymore with school, so like, away from that. Unless I go to the graduate school, which I'm not. I don't need any more student debt. Plus, I have to prove myself too, like, to like interviewers to be like, hey, what makes you think that you should join our school for graduate program or something? The graduate, stuff. Not saying that I won't be able to do it. It's just be very tedious to get everything together, and then, in the end, like, I think the big factor is just cost and stuff, schooling. Like, I could, get another loan, but then it's like more interest rates and everything else. And it is not a suck there for us. Okay. He's the creepiest Reaper. Although I did watch a video recently, because I kind of looked it up a little bit, because I noticed around the country there's this issue with labor shortage, mostly the restaurants, haircut industry, stuff like that. Well, also you also got like too some places that require like clerk, you know, desk jobs, you know, like people who organize like people's schedules and everything else. I don't know what you call them. Just a variety of them. I was kind of looking up some things, and there's like one argument, which it's one video I was seeing that's like, I don't think that's like the main argument or anything. I kind of disagree, and that's the unemployment. I'm not gonna go too much into the controversy with it, but it's like there's people were getting more out of unemployment to some degree, or just enough to where they can get by with it, because there was a huge increase with the unemployment in a lot of states, especially in the federal government and too, where people didn't feel like going back to work. And we got spun. Even more damage. And I actually personally knew someone who got unemployment, and they got so much money out of unemployment that they just never felt like the need to go and work. Mainly because they're not going to make as much as what they get out of unemployment. Now that's also another argument too, which I do tend to agree as well. And that is labor cost is like underpaid to some degree. And people just don't want to work low-end jobs, being paid low-end, you know, prices. And I was talking to the same friend that, you know, was on unemployment and didn't feel like the need to really get employed until they were kind of forced in a position to do it, since they were cut off from their benefits. Talking about, oh yeah, this one place, they said they're gonna pay me up to this amount. Up to. The little scheming words there, up to. Which means it's not gonna be the exact amount there, they're gonna lowball you more than likely. They just want to draw your attention and be like, hey, what's that? The company, they tend to do, typical companies, most companies, they want to lowball you as much as they can so they can make profits. It's kind of miserable. So yeah, I think, I mean, I don't think it's just like one explanation though why there's a labor shortage. Because it's weird, because it's like, if it was really the pay thing, like, why didn't this happen sooner? Why all these people, like, you know, not returning back to work? And I kind of think it's, a lot of it, you know, it's, I mean, this unemployment, you know, it's increased significantly. You know, you also hear about, too, with COVID stuff, food stamps have went up significantly, too. And it's like, well, maybe, I don't know. It's a combination, I feel like. Unemployment plus, or maybe it just depends on the person. Because I feel like if it was just like a underpaying thing alone, like what caused all these people to just be like doing it at once? That's my argument. It's like, well, why now? Why a bunch of people now? I know it was COVID stuff going on and everything, but it's like, there's got to be an explanation why it's happening around the country. And I think that is mostly due to, honestly, the unemployment. Why work in the kind of a dead-end job if you're getting close to or greater than out of unemployment? And that could also, you know, contribute to, as well, You know, feeling like they're not being paid enough. I know it's just kind of a weird loop. That's what I'm saying. It could be like just the unemployment thing making them lazy. It could also be like some of them. And you got others where it's like, this is kind of not great here. It could also be, you know, they're not being paid enough and it's like enough's enough and gotta leave. Or a combination of two. Or it could be something else. Maybe like the safety is on the line. With, you know, their health concerns and stuff with COVID and whatever. Especially the Delta, the Mu, or Mal, or whatever, and other variants cropping up. That's interesting. It gives me a spoon. Range upgrade, okay. Well, we didn't need the speed upgrade because we're max speed. So it was an interesting, thought-provoking video. Talking about that. I was trying to be open-minded with it too, but it's like, I don't think it's just solely with that. It seems like a little too easy of an explanation, and it could, if that was the case, they would have done it sooner if that was like the sole issue. There had to be something else driving it. And it's happening around the country without like any coordination either. Like they're not coordinating with one another to be like doing this as a protest. So, and that's what's making me lean towards, it's unemployment that's increased significantly. The benefits, it's what's got things changed, and it's extended benefits too in some cases, depending on the state and whatever. Now, is it worth working in the restaurant industry? Well, for me, it's like, from what I've seen with stuff going on with fast food industry and retail, probably not, especially with that kind of pay, dealing with that mess. No, I don't blame them, these people leaving like that. Of course, you got the dilemma too. I talked about it before in videos, but the short staffing, and then the result, they have to cut down hours. That also affects the remaining employees that are there too, and then you got to deal with more people, more customers coming in. Your guys are overwhelmed with everything. Just never-ending cycle of stuff, man. You're trying to make more money, and then you're losing less money because these businesses can't stay open because these shifts can't be covered as much, these long hours, because of lack of employees. Like it's weird. It's a weird time. I've never seen something like this before. Supposedly stocks are all the way up too, which is I guess a concern too for economic reasons. So swing the markets. Of course, you know, people have been talking about, oh, the market's gonna crash for like decades. They've got signs for hyperinflation and stuff. Well, when's it gonna happen though? That's the thing. We don't know, but it may. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's just, I guess it's just a matter of when. Just like the fault line over there in California. It's a matter of when that's going to, like, do something or whatever. Or Yellowstone erupting. Knock on wood that it doesn't erupt, because it's going to happen. It's going to affect everybody. And me, including me too. I'm going to see the ashes, deal with the ashes and everything. Huge weather shifts. Now, how do you solve like that kind of issue with this kind of combination of things, you know? Like, I don't know. It's gotta be up to the companies to like make a drastic change, but like, are they going to make a drastic change? I'll take this here, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an economics major. I'm not a business major or anything like that. It's all kind of just up in the air. Probably, maybe this continues to trend downward. There's probably going to be a change of tune. Because robot automation isn't really quite perfected yet to replace people in those low income, like, jobs. Seems like it's just getting worse, though. I've been noticing over time, it's just getting worse and worse. Even my hometown, they were closing a lot of shops up like hours early, man. Like, and people are getting angry because they're not getting their meals and stuff in time. It's a mess. In these trying times, though, you just buy a Pepsi. That'll fix it, right? Like the advertiser said, it's nice to have a Pepsi, and they're there for us. They're doing it for you and me. Yay! I should be using this Void more often. Oh God! Oh, why did I do that? This is just a yeah. I might just die here. I was doing so well with my health and I just kept buying stuff and whatever. It is a Tearza. Oh, we ran into that. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just went off the topic with, you know, seasonal stuff and just going to COVID. It just kind of gets sucked back into it because talking about seasonal stuff. Oh well. Well, I'm going to end this run here then. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.